What up, Fantasy Football Hustler? Back at you, bringing you another episode of The Circle, this dope fantasy debate show. We are in episode 5. We got the whole Fantasy Nation in the building. Make sure you follow everyone's YouTube channels and follow everyone on social media. We're starting off with the Fantasy Tyrant, but you know him as Tylo Brown.
Oh yeah, Kylo Ren, the Fantasy Tyrant. Hashtag Tyrant Gang in the house. What's up, Fantasy Nation? Gonna finally take it down. Hey, I've been in that showdown pretty much almost every week, but I haven't won yet. But this is my week. I'm feeling it.
The Tyrant is bringing it. What up, Devin? Devin in the building, nice and early. Thanks for joining, bro. All right. And you just got off of his show. Right now, he was bringing you all the basketball isms. But now, Jay Crush is in the building, Mr. JC Money Design.
Oh, what's up, guys? What's going on, man? All-star break, little break from basketball, but I think we're going to come back tomorrow night, talk a little bit of hockey. Maybe we can get Austin to come on and talk a little hockey. So see if we can get a couple of new faces on the show.
Let's go. All right.
I'm excited to be here.
Hell yeah. Yeah, basketball knew that you needed a break, so they just decided to take one just so you wouldn't have to do your basketball show.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Warzone Sports Network in the building. What up? What up? All right. He's making another appearance on the circle. Mr. Taco Vega, Mr. TDS Taco in the building.
We are the nation of domination.
Da-da-da-da-da. It's the Mr. TOC. What up, boys? How's everyone going? I'm here to fucking dominate, and yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah. And we got Sir Bongs a lot in the building, smoking it up. All right. And last but not least, it is the Bogue Father in the building.
And that's the crutch to you.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate everyone joining in wherever you are watching. Make sure that you share the stream. If you're on YouTube, share it with a couple of your friends. If you're on Twitter, retweet that bitch. If you're on Facebook, share it to a couple of those fantasy groups. Tag some of your friends. Really appreciate you guys. Lee's in the building. What up, bro? Ronald in the building said, let's do this. And Warzone Sports Network says season is over, but fantasy football is all year long. Hell yeah, it don't stop.
Yeah, shout out to everybody at the Warzone, man. Shout out to the big boss, Joe. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody over there, man.
Hell yeah. All right.
Let's go.
Today's going to be a dope show. So for you guys who don't know, this is a show where your takes either make or break everything that you got going on. So every 2 rounds, we eliminate one person from the show. We got 6 rounds in total. After the first 2 rounds, one person is getting cut. After the next 2 rounds, another person is getting cut, and then the showdown. It all comes down to a 45-second take, and you guys are going to have 2 questions. These first 4 rounds, 30-second takes. Everyone in the audience watching, we need your takes as well. So make sure you are putting in your comments. And at the end of the round, we're going to read out a bunch of comments here. I'm getting the stopwatch pulled up here, getting it all queued up to 30 seconds. All right.
I'll have you know, I am a 2-time circle champ.
And since the defending champ is not here, it might as well be the crotch who's the defending champ right now.
In my mind, I ain't never stopped being the champ.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. The very first question of the show. And let me get the dings and the buzzers pulled up. And Fantasy Tyrant is up first on this one. We got Matthew Stafford. If his career ended today, is he a Hall of Famer? Tyrant, it's on you. Ready, set, go.
Not yet. I'm happy he got the Super Bowl win, and he's definitely a talented QB who's played the best years on a shitty franchise, but the numbers don't add up. I happen to agree with Richard Sherman and my future wifey, Mina Kimes. In the 12 seasons Matthew Stafford has played, he's been one Pro Bowl. He's never been an All-Pro. He's finished in the top 5 in passer rating once. He's finished in the top 5 in touchdowns 3 times. No season MVP, no Super Bowl MVP, no All-Decade. He's 34 and still has some years left to make up. But as for
no wonder he showed up first. He wanted to take all the meat, didn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't take all of it though.
you gotta show up.
I think he took all the gristle.
Didn't take all of it. Didn't take all of it. There we go. And Ronald making sure that everyone knows no self-dinging, all right? The crotch is the one who loves to ding himself.
I'll self-ding if I want to. Listen, Ronald, give Ronald the link.
In the privacy of your own
Shoot
home.
Ronald the link. Shoot Ronald the link. I want to see Ronald in the square circle.
What up, Hess? What's going on, bro?
What up, Hess?
right.
I got that thing in the mail. I'm going to send the other one back.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, Mr. JC Money.
The eagle has landed, Hess.
Yeah. All right, Mr. JC Money Design. Matt Stafford, if his career ended today, is he a Hall of Fame QB? 30 seconds. Ready, set, go.
I'm just going to say in the last decade, there's no QB from the NFC North that's going to be in the Hall of Fame if you had to take besides Aaron Rodgers. That's about it. The fact that he had to go to a team that was pretty much bought to win a Super Bowl and he couldn't even do it at home where he was for so long with actually good receivers like Calvin Johnson. I don't know. So I don't think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. I actually don't think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, period. So, I mean, that's just what I'm going to go with. That's my guess.
I'll give you another one for that bold
Yeah,
take.
I was about to say, give him another one. But then he might got to take that extra one out now because he said, I guess. Like in the end, he just
man.
off the mic right there.
You got to be confident. Got to be confident. All right.
Or whatever.
The ghost of Taco Vega is in the building. And David P's in the building. What up, bro? All right. Taco, 30 seconds. If his career ended today, is Matt Stafford a Hall of Fame QB? Ready, set, go.
Unfortunately, that's a no. Matt Stafford is not a Hall of Fame QB. Matt Stafford is a very good QB. He's not a great QB yet. He needs to deliver some more wins. He needs to get some more playoff games, some playoff wins, some more Super Bowls. All those type of things will help build his chance to be Hall of Fame. But right now, with doing nothing for the Lions and being in a situation where this game was basically won because Cooper Kupp decided that he was going to beast out, no, I can't say it. If Matt Stafford would have won this game more on his own and would have done plays with Van Jefferson and the other guys, maybe, but no, this was a Cooper Kupp Super Bowl. So,
all right. Taco getting it in. And Warzone Sports said everyone now is a Hall of Famer. If they make you smile, put them in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, right here, bruh.
All right, here we go.
Shout out to TD. He's going to be proud of my opener right here.
All right, here we go. Bogey on the clock. 30
That's a crutch to you.
If Matt Stafford's career ended today, is he a Hall of Fame QB? Ready, set, go.
Listen, fuck no, but fuck yeah, because one, he's white, so they're gonna make the exceptions. Not only does he not have the Pro Bowls and the All Pros that you would need, but you could go on the flip side and say, hey, he's about to get 50,000 passing yards. He'd be the first one to get there. You know what I mean? The fastest.
10 seconds,
right? Hey, two out of the four greatest receiving seasons ever, Calvin Johnson, Cooper Kupp, Matt Stafford was throwing him the ball. Boom.
And right at the 30 seconds. So you get the extra one for dropping the mic right at 30 seconds. Uh-oh. You guys just let Bogey right back in there real quick. Like you guys did anything. Like you guys did anything to let him in. I just like saying that.
Yeah.
And Ronald said, "What? Did he just play the race card?"
Hell
Yeah.
Took the
Hey,
words
I
right
said
out of my
TD's
mouth,
gonna
buddy.
love it. Hey, I said it. TD's gonna love this. Hey, listen, Julie Edelman's about to be a Hall of Famer too. You know why? He's white and he's Jewish.
Here's what we need.
Oh my
We really need and we really need an analytical person to come up with like the inflation of like passing yards from the 70s and the 80s until now. Because shit, I mean, guys like, Dan Marino throwing 5,000 yards in 1984. Like that might as well have been 10,000 yards like in today's game. Like it was just nobody was going even close to that.
And look at this. Look at this. 623 total career touchdowns so far, touchdown passes, right? Then he has 161 career picks. That's a pick for every 2 tugs. That's not good. Look at him in the Super Bowl. 3 tugs, 2 picks. This is his career. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm just saying, though, they will make the exception for him. He's white, bruh.
I think if he would have got that Super Bowl MVP, maybe something's a little different. But Cup
Hey,
was
how
the
long
man.
did it take Doug Williams to get it, bro? I don't even. Did Doug Williams got one? Yeah, he got to have one. He's the first black QB to win the Super Bowl.
And David P said he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame just for putting up with the Lions for all those years. I mean, he put the Lions on his back. You play on a
Okay, how about this?
shitty team with shitty
He
defense.
has
Gotta
2.
throw.
This is kind of cool. We should do this more, like after a round, kind of debate a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, outside of 30 seconds, because there was. I know I'm sure a lot of us had more to say, but when the pressure's on, we might not get it all out. You know what I mean? And one thing I wanted to point out was like, you know, like the team was so bad in Detroit. The numbers show, and that's why his numbers are so phenomenal. He's about to be the fastest to 50,000. You know what I mean?
When what is he, fastest to 20, 30, and 40, and then now,
now 50. You know what I mean?
Because when you got to throw 40 or 50 times a game because you got no run game, your defense sucks, and you're literally just chucking it all game. I mean, these stats, I mean, okay, Tom Brady, I'm not comparing Matt Stafford to Tom Brady, but if Tom Brady was playing when the rules were a little bit different
right now.
I mean, it just wouldn't be the same. He wouldn't have these inflated numbers.
I'll tell you this much, though. Like, okay, in part of my 30 seconds, I said he has 2. He's responsible for 2 out of 4 of the top receiving seasons, right? See, that's what fucked me up. I could have squeezed another point up, but I kept fucking stuttering right there. I was like, get it right. You know what I'm saying? But listen, they're all over 1,900, and 3 and 4 on that list of you know, this is an all-time list. You know what I mean?
I think Stafford just needs to keep doing it.
Hold on, it's Megatron and 2 girls, 1 cup. You know what I mean?
But look at what Cup did, though. He put up the greatest wide receiver season ever. Now, is it that Matthew Stafford can hyper?
Yeah, when you add in the playoff yards and everything,
yeah,
touchdowns.
nobody had a season like Cooper Cup did. Now, Stafford has been blessed with some great receivers?
Listen, you have the 17th game, right? And it's not like they were the best team where they had the bye week. So that is an extra game. So people are going to use that in arguments. You know what I mean? But hey, he has a single season in its entirety greater than Joe Montana's. I mean, Joe Montana's with Jerry Rice. Excuse me. Joe Montana's with Jerry Rice. But you know what, though? Who's higher on that list, though, is Jerry Rice with Steve Young, though. They had almost 2 thou wow. You know what I mean? They were the closest to the 2 thou wow.
Competent quarterback, you know, not named Jared Goff, of course, you know, could have done anything could have done this with Kupp. I mean, Kupp is a very talented receiver. He just needed a somewhat decent quarterback to throw to him. I don't think Kupp's season is a nod to Stafford so much.
Yeah,
I think Stafford's right. He's fine. He did have a lot of time with Calvin Johnson too. I mean, you got to factor that in. You know, but he still wasn't able to get a lot of the accolades.
I'm going to go with history here.
I'm
going to go with history. This is history repeating itself.
In the Super Bowl, if Stafford would have been able to do more with some of the other guys and start pushing down the ball, like I'd be like, okay, maybe you could say that.
But that's play calling.
That's true. Half of that is play calling. Ball unless he had Kupp or Beckham. Now, if he would have kept Beckham, that game probably would have looked different, and we would have been maybe talking about Matt Stafford in a different light because it became so Kupp focused that it took away from Stafford.
Okay, listen,
Stafford.
Man, you know what you do
one more point. One more point that I'm going to make. One more
Yeah.
point that I'm going to make, and then we're moving on. So, Cup, even with Goff, that year that he tore his ACL, he was like the number 2 or number 3 wide receiver in the league when he tore it. I mean, it's like 9 games in or something like that. So, I mean, Cooper Kupp's been doing good. Ever since his second year in the league, he's been putting the league on notice. So, all right, here we go. And now, all right, so our scores after round 1, we got the Tyrant and Bogey all tied up with 4. And then we got Taco at 3. And then we got JC bringing up the rear at 2. So you're lucky you said that Stafford shouldn't get into the Hall of Fame. That got you that extra point right there. All right, now we love the snake drafts. We are reversing. Ronald said I'm double clutching, watching on 2 platforms for you. Appreciate you. You're the real one, Ronald. Like it. Appreciate.
Shout out to Ronald. That's our guy.
And he said you gotta have a great hat game. It's a must. You already know everyone on the panel is rocking some hats today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm rocking the. I ain't even rocking the Jimmy hat though, because the crotch is going raw on him.
I'm coming in to shock you guys today. That's what I'm about.
Yeah. All right. Snake draft. Bogey is on the clock.
The crotch to you.
And this is probably my favorite question out of these first 4. What went wrong for the Bengals? Let's hear it. 30 seconds, Bogey. You are on the clock.
All right. Bam. First thing that went wrong was Burrow had the wrong outfit to show up to the game. Second thing that went wrong was that the same problem all year, the offensive line. That's why they led the league in taking sacks. 7 sacks in the Super Bowl ties the record. Hey, when you need to have a face mask to get a touchdown, that's a problem. Going for it on 4th and 2 when you're on your second possession of the game, fucked up right there. And all together as a team.
All right. He got that extra one in right at the end. Here we go. All right, let's see. And Ronald said, and nobody wants a raw crotch.
That's disgusting.
All right. Mr. Taco Vega, it is on you. 30 seconds. What went wrong for the Bengals? Ready, set, go.
Nothing went wrong for the Bengals. Everything went right. They did as much as they can. They did a lot with a little. Let's face it, this team shouldn't have even been there. The fact that they even made it this far in the playoffs was miraculous. The fact that they were in the Super Bowl was a godsend. This was a Cinderella story that we all knew was going to end, and I called it during last week's show. I said the Rams and the under. So let's put it like this. They overperformed. We were happy to feel good for them, but they only scored because of that face mask. And you know what? They shouldn't have been there. They shouldn't have been there. Should have been the Chiefs.
Hey, he didn't say the under. He said the over. I was the only one on the under.
Baby. I bet it, baby. I got slips. I got slips
too. I took the Bengals to cover. And then I took the under and the parlay. Boom, 2 legs.
Bro,
then I went. And then hold on. Like 30 minutes before the game, I go ahead and I go, let me just take the Rams money line and the under just to hedge my shit. And it all hit.
I had a 12-leg parlay where I did all the player props.
God damn it.
I hit every single rushing player prop. I hit almost all the wide receiver props. The only thing I messed up on was I had the tight end for the Rams, the guy that didn't play and had the shoulder harness. I had him in, and I had CJ use him down to get 25 yards. They couldn't do that. I would have had $10, win $2,000 and like $500.
You're the man, Devin, with the super chat. I got you marked down for the extra entry into the March giveaway. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but yeah, we'll keep banking those super chats until that giveaway happens.
It's going to be a coupon for 10 free life advice sessions with Bogey.
Which are valued at $999.99 a piece.
It's a pretty good fucking deal. I would advise you take that deal. That's
all right.
Let's go.
JC Money, it is back on you. What went wrong for the Bengals? 30 seconds. Ready, set, go.
So I guess the Bengals having a replacement lineman in Isaiah Prince was probably a big factor. When Riley Reef went out in week 15, and bringing this guy in who's like not very, very good as a lineman, it's going to affect, Joe Burrow, a little bit. But I'm going to say the fact that they did pretty well. The Bengals line did really well. 3 quarters where they had 1 sack, and it was just like a crazy amount of sacks in the 4th quarter. What I think it was the Mafia. The Mafia is what did it. They made the
decision. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Look at JC Money getting smart and figuring out how the game works.
Yep.
He's like, just get 1 point, any point in right before get the double. Get the double.
All right. I always
you didn't like my facts on the lineman?
You got points for those too. At least one of them.
Thank you.
All right. Before the last person goes in the round when we eliminate, I like to shout out the numbers and the points just so we know the pressure is on as of right now. So Tyrant hasn't gone just yet. He's about to go right now. He's got 4 points as of now. We got JC Money with 5. We got Taco Vega with 6. And we got Bogard with a leading 9 as of right now.
Because I'm a murderer. And that's the crutch to you. Get it right.
Hey, David P. likes the idea of the sessions with the crotch.
Let's go.
All right. So the pressure is on Tyrant. 30 seconds. What went wrong for the Bengals? Ready, set, go.
The Bengals O-line is, of course, the answer here. They put up the worst pass blocking rate of any team in any game the whole season at 14%. That means the Rams rushers beat their blockers within 22.5 seconds, 86% of the time. It's fucking crazy. That helped the team tie the record for 7 sacks in a Super Bowl. Burrow barely survived that damn game. Higgins scored 2 touchdowns. Chase had 0. So if they had drafted Penny Sewell, they might have actually won that game. Of course, Chase is incredible talent, but without pass protection, Joe Burrow's going to be.
I don't know about that. Sewell didn't look that good.
Sewell was kind of tight, but you know what? He was clearly a project.
Oh yeah,
he was a project for sure. Like,
and he's what's it called? He's a right tackle, not a left tackle. I mean, makes sense.
And like, I mean, I don't know if he's better in pass blocking or run blocking. I mean, if he, or pass protecting or run blocking, because he's going to do way more pass protecting.
And that wasn't. Hold on a second. And that wasn't going to help from where Aaron Donald was coming from, anyways, with that last sack. So.
And Chase, for what he did, I mean, he was one of the hugest parts of them even getting there. Who knows if Penei Sewell is a difference maker that much to help them get to the playoffs or the Super Bowl. Chase is one of those guys who is putting up numbers all year, racking up.
Fucking draft nothing but linemen in this next draft, or else Burrow's going to end up like Andrew Luck, dude. It's going to happen. I hate to see the guy so talented. I don't want to see him on his fucking ass anymore.
What are you talking about? He already tore his ACL one time. You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, you know what's funny? Joe cool, but then he wasn't cool when he was screaming at the top of his lungs when he thought he blew his knee out in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like those were cries of fucking. He was screaming out in frustration with the motherfuckers up front.
You know what I mean? Blow your knee out and you tell me how you're gonna take it again.
I'm pretty sure they set the. Got really close to setting the sacks for a quarter, giving up sacks to the QB in a season. I mean, because they're adding in all the playoff games and all that.
It was 50 plus. He did Tyrant said it. I don't know if I said it either, or as well in my rant, but he definitely tied the record. 7 in the Super Bowl. That's a record right there. So that someone else. I forget who else was.
How about this? That's not even the most he took in this playoffs. He had 9 versus the Titans. This is the status quo. This isn't something that's like new and unusual. That's what I'm saying. The Bengals did everything they possibly could. Like, we know they give up the sacks, but can they do the other things? Can Jamar Chase make the big play? And I mean, let's face it. If they don't get that face mask,
hey, you know what though, too?
Those big plays.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Outside of the no call face mask, and they go down and score the tug, right? And right to open up the second half. Here's my deal. They weren't afraid of going at Ramsey though. They went at him all day with every player that was on him. Like, they didn't give a fuck.
I got a trivia question. I got a trivia question for you guys here. And there you go, Albert. Good looking. So yeah, it was 70 sacks throughout the entire playoffs and Super Bowl.
And he's coming off an ACL, blood. That shit's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it don't matter if you have Jamar Chase if you don't have Burrow to fucking throw to him because he's dead. You know, shit.
Well, you know what though?
It was 19. Here you go.
This
It
is
was
Super Bowl
19 sacks in the postseason because, I mean, they got all those games in. 51 sacks in the regular season. For one bonus point, let's see. For anybody right now, trivia question for a bonus point. Whoever shouts out the answer first. Who was the second most sacked?
Russell Wilson.
And you can't answer again because you got it wrong. Who's the second most sacked QB? Don't Google it.
Wait, in what?
In the regular season. Regular season. Burrow had 51.
Right? Who's the second?
No, just 2021, just this year.
Oh, I fucked that up.
I said Burrow had 51 in the regular season. Who was the second most sacked QB in the regular season?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Trevor Lawrence.
I already said that.
You missed it. JC Money said that. You fucked it up.
Kyler Murray.
Ryan Tannehill, 47
Oh,
sacks.
yeah,
Shit, how did I not get that?
fuck. I fucking
Oh,
knew that.
fuck. How the fuck did I not get that?
Because you know why? He got a lot of coverage sacks. Because like there would just be no one out there from him. He's like,
So wait, I do
double clutch.
Yeah, and
Did he'll suck, or is
Check the
that just a byproduct of missing?
There
all
was
your
no one
weapons?
down there open most of when he didn't have AJ Brown most of the year. He didn't
That's
have
because he
Julio
didn't have his
Jones most
weapons,
of the
right?
year.
That's what we're gonna chalk this up to.
No,
And the
of
playoff
course.
game-
And the
playoff
line
game
was
was just
bad.
an aberration.
And listen, when you don't have
How much was
when
Trevor
you don't have
Lawrence? He got
Derrick
hit so
Henry,
many times.
when you don't have Derrick Henry, you drop everyone in the coverage. So then and then when there's no one open, eventually that pass rush is going to make its way through. Coverage stat.
in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill to me is a mid-level QB, someone between maybe 14 and 17 talent-wise, and then in fantasy, he might even be a little bit worse than that.
Listen, Ryan
Hey,
Tannehill,
just have Derrick Henry. Just
He's
have
no Matt
Derrick.
Stafford, you know.
And Wendy guessed Brady. I don't even think he was close to that. Roethlisberger, I bet he was kind of close to that. What did he
Well, see,
have?
here's the thing with Brady, Phillip Rivers, Roethlisberger, guys like that. Their line could be bad. They were getting the ball out really quick, so that hella padded their stats of, you know what I mean, being safe with the ball. You know what I mean?
What was
Big Ben had 38.
What was Trevor
Who
Lawrence?
was
He
the
had to
second
be
guy you
way
said?
up
Oh
there.
yeah, it was Tannehill.
Tannehill.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence had 32 sacks.
Wait,
Really?
how many did Tannehill have?
47.
Oh my God!
47.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence was
Like top 5 at least.
no, not even. No, I mean 30,
More
32. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Middle of the pack, 14. And he's tied with Wentz with 32. So, yeah, middle of the pack.
So you're saying Burrow had 23 more sacks than the second place guy?
Jesus.
No. Ryan Tannehill had 47 sacks.
Yeah, you said that Burrow
Had
had
50,
right?
he had 51 in the
51.
regular season.
51 in the regular season.
It was
Okay,
19 extra in the postseason that took him up to 70.
gotcha. Sorry, I thought that was.
Hey, Joe Burrow's gonna come back next year, hella yoked, bro. He's gonna be like, "Fuck that shit. You want to attack? You want to sack me, bro?" He's gonna be hella yoked, bro.
I tell you this, we might
They're
see
gonna be like, they're gonna
Lawrence.
have to drug test him every week. Bro.
They've got a lot of cap room. They could actually sign some good offensive linemen as well.
So I was just gonna say that they are a Super Bowl team now, like that just went to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
They're a draw, and they have hella money to spend.
Exactly.
There's gonna be guys
There's gonna be
that
some
want to.
linemen that want to go there, some vet
Mhm.
linemen that want to go there.
This is great for our Joe Mixon.
We know what
This
kind
is
of
great
vet
for-
linemen are going to want to go to the
Guys,
Bengals, right,
old
Bogey?
guys come and teach the young guys, dude. They're gonna be okay.
I would, you know what I would do? The Joe Mixon, if you could wiggle the Joe Mixon, aka Sir Joe Mix-a-Lot, he likes touchdowns and he cannot lie, right? If you could wiggle him from the Sir Joe Mix-a-Lot owner in Dynasty, do that right now, because like Joe Mixon, yeah, he got hella injuries, but that also means that he don't got a lot of mileage on him, bruh. Once they start beefing up that O-line and they have that trio of receivers there, that is going to be their back, because they're going to be back there. Same trio. Now you have a better line, assuming that they're going to address that. Joe Mixon's going to be the guy, bro. And he'll probably still be a second rounder. I'm not a second rounder. He'll be the back of the first round.
Like
he'll
if I was
be a back of the first rounder.
Like if I was in Dynasty and I was going to play to win for next year, I would do some sneaky shit and try to get someone like Fournette, who has like little value, but he's going to go to a team next year that he's going to leave.
What team?
He's going to go to a team where he's going to be a focal point.
I want this to be a thought out.
Give me a starting.
I want your statement to be thought out next time before you say these kind of things. But I want the statement to be more thought out because what team? Okay, what team picks up Leonard Fournette?
Oh, come on.
What, the Saints? Maybe the Saints. Alvin Kamara's in a lot of trouble.
Maybe the 49ers.
No, it's not going to happen.
What? That's so
it's
stupid.
It's not going to happen.
Give me a team.
Give me a team so I can think that your sneaky Leonard Foreskin is actually plausible.
Listen, he could even go to the fucking Chiefs.
The Texans.
We don't know.
There you go. Now you're talking to me.
Because he's gonna be needed, and he's gonna go to a Super Bowl contender. What if he ends up with the Seahawks and Russ doesn't leave? Now he's taking over that role.
Now you're talking to me.
There's options out there for,
and he's coming off of 69 receptions, bruh.
Yeah, and you get him for like a cheap. Because, like, let's face it, most people are dumping him.
You knew I just threw that out there to get the drop, even though it's facts.
All right, it is cut day, gentlemen. It is cut time, and so we got a tie at the top. We got Tyrant and the Bogue Father both tied with 9. We got Mr. Taco Vega in third place with 6, and Mr. JC Money Design. You are getting cut, my friend, with your 5.
Go.
Jesus Christ, money. Hey, answer my prayers, Jesus.
Tell everyone where to find you on the way out.
So make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JC Money Design. Make sure you follow me on YouTube as well at JC Money Design. Coach Craig and I do a show every night.
Hey, tell them what you're doing for Easter, Jesus.
Chilling.
Resurrecting, bro. Come on,
remember.
Chilling.
Resurrecting, bro. Come on.
All right, JC Money. We'll see you later. Peace out. He missed it. He missed the joke. You alleyed it to him and he didn't oop it. All right. We are getting on. We are getting on with the getting on. Now, let's go. Coming back to you, Tyrant. It is coming back to you. There's been a whole bunch of shit being talked about turf and about these non-contact injuries. So I want to hear what you think. Should turf be outlawed in the NFL? 30 seconds. Ready, set, go.
Hell yeah, it should be. Let me tell you something. Nick Bosa and George Kittle, the Niners, spearheaded this petition. # flip the turf. I support this 100%. Bosa suffered an ACL in week 2 of 2020 season with the artificial turf at MetLife Stadium. Solomon Thomas the next week, ACL. Jimmy G, Raheem Mostert injured because of the turf that next week.
10 seconds.
According to the NFL Players Union, 28% higher rate of non-contact lower extremity injuries on artificial turf compared to real grass. Let's outlaw that shit now.
Ooh.
He reading paragraphs and he was incorrect about Bosa's. It was week 3, not 2.
Oh.
Wow.
No. Bosa's was week 2. Solomon Thomas's was week 3. It was against the Giants in week 2.
Hold on.
Someone should get a negative and someone should get a steal of a point there. That tie should be broken.
Hold on.
Because I don't wear sunglasses.
Oh, I pulled it up on Google. The injury came up in week 2 of the 2020 NFL season. All right. Bogey, I'm knocking off a point there. I'm knocking off a point for that.
That's all good. I want to give me a challenge.
So there we go.
He got hella journals and paragraphs.
I was wearing sunglasses and standing up so you could see my crotch. You wouldn't be able to see me reading my own shit. That's all I'm going to say.
I already heard you the first time you said it, and the second time it was lackluster even more.
All right, Taco, you got some ground to make up, my friend. You got 30 seconds. Should turf be outlawed in the NFL? Ready, set, go.
I say that, yeah, turf should be outlawed in the NFL. My case in point is going to be everything Tyrant said, because wow, what a point. I'm not going to beat that one. But yeah, there's too many injuries that are coming from it. You see too many players that are bringing it up. If the players are getting susceptible to injury, and that's the product, that's what you're selling, you need to get your product safe. So you need to do something that's going to increase their health, keep more of them on the field, because you don't want to see guys like
10
Odell
seconds.
leaving at the at halftime of the biggest show. If Odell would have been there to put up some numbers, you probably would have had even more ratings. So you got to protect the guys.
Ooh, and he locked it in and dropped the mic right on the 30
He's
seconds.
bringing some fire. He ain't playing.
With no stats.
I ain't
Taco
got no stats neither. Let's go. Fuck the turf.
All right, let me see. Fuck the turf. I thought the earth was your turf. All right, here we go. Bogey, it is on you. Should turf be outlawed in the NFL? Ready, set, go.
Fuck no. That's like saying let's outlaw outside games. The difference between every field and the adaptation that teams need to game plan for is what the NFL thrives on. Competition-based shit. We don't want these pansies, even if they are minorities, complaining about shit. Oh, so then it's going to be regulation grass.
10 seconds.
Listen, I'm all for grass. You know what I'm saying? I should get a point for saying that. We're all for real grass, but we like the diversity and for every field, it adds to the allure and the nostalgia of every team home stadium.
Listen, we all like grass, but none of us like that K-19 shit. Get that K-19 shit out of here. That's what turf is. Fucking people up.
I ain't smoking that shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I don't want a pack of that. Nobody roll a blunt of that shit. That's like Reggie's. Who wants to play on Reggie's? Unless we're eating the
That
Reggie's.
shit is synthetic, bro. It's chemicals, bro. The only synthetic shit I would fuck with is 5-MeO DMT. It's just like the toad.
My God. I've had this DMT.
I feel like there's some way that they could get some synthetic grass or something that's like not turf, or maybe it's what's under the turf that's making the issue. They got to do something. They got to change it, because these non-contact injuries are just the most bullshit injuries. We see it happening in practice randomly.
Did I get that extra one in there at the buzzer, like right before the buzzer?
Yeah.
See that? There goes that point where I was wrong. I could have swore we was in New York, because I know we played in New York 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
I didn't. I thought it was week 3 to 4. He got me on that one for sure. It was week 2. We started dying that year in 2020.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
I didn't forget that week.
and Ronald said, I like the locker room scene in Any Given Sunday with Jamie Foxx. That's totally out of left field, but I love it. That's
It really is, though. And hell of a speech, hell of a movie speech, or even just a speech in life in general.
They play that.
yeah, a game of inches.
It's a game of inches.
Yeah, you think they would make some more football movies with like how classic like the few that are out there are.
Because there's no like repeating in Any Given Sunday, especially like, I mean, the random comic relief.
Right.
Too, I just remembered if you're gonna be a pussy, raise your hand. And then LL Cool J is raising his hand. What the hell are you doing? Didn't want you to be the only pussy with your hand raised, coach.
Like why don't they do like an XFL like type like fucking series, like where they create like a mythical league and like fucking have some real shit. Like imagine you made a series like that. Like ESPN, that's what they need to do. Make some series like that. They'll get all the fucking junkies hooked on. You can have former players come in there as coaches and fucking former fucking coaches being. You can do so much shit. It's even crazy.
You know what they need to do is like a Christopher Guest movie, like a mockumentary. You know, like kind of like Hard Knocks, but like a comedy movie. You know,
That'd be
so
funny.
fucking good.
That'd be pretty funny. There's so much fucking material that they could do so much great shit.
Because I know all you guys saw Ballers, and that shit was awesome. I mean, you know, just
It was
man, that shit
really
was
debatable.
Man,
You know
that shit was
I grew up
cool.
with
Hold on, the series,
Ballers
the
look
series,
like
right?
a fake Entourage.
Yeah.
Entourage was so much fun.
Oh, with The Rock. Actually, that shit was kind of tight.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. I mean, it's all fictional and shit, but
Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about the NFL loosely about things that may or may not happen. And like before Patrick Mahomes got his big deal,
Okay, check this out.
The Rock
Check this
took
out.
over, and then they
Shout
said
out
they were going to give Patrick Mahomes the biggest deal ever. So we knew it was going to happen in real life, but they got to say they did it first.
Hey, shout out to my man's G out there in the A, right? He's a big wig, right? All in the hella shit. And this motherfucker knew Cam Newton because Cam Newton's from the A. You know what I'm saying? But he would come into town every time he played Atlanta, right? And my man's he said, I got these 2 stripper bras. He's like, they'll buy a ton of Molly for me every time Cam Newton's in town. Because Cam Newton would be like, hey, y'all too. Every time he had these, like, I think they were like related too. It was like some freaky shit. But I was like, see, that's like what I was expecting in the NFL, though. You know what I mean?
Is that better than what Stephon
Because of this movie, though.
Have you seen what Stephon
because
Diggs
of
did?
Any Given Sunday? Well, I watched Any Given Sunday. What was I? Like in 8th grade. It was like 1999, right?
And Ronald said he was talking about the Cameron Diaz locker room scene, and that was pretty awesome too.
In Stephon Diggs,
Cameron Diaz got a big face.
He had 2 chicks in the telly for fucking Valentine's Day, and apparently he was splitting time between the 2 of them. One in one room and one in the other room.
Damn.
Cam?
Diggs.
Oh, Diggs. See, look, there you go.
And they were showing pictures of the 2 chicks on.
It's like the Mormons.
Yeah, bro. Eskimo sisters.
Hey, they need to do
Peacock, what up, bro?
in Utah, bro.
Bro.
Hey, they need to do an expansion team in Utah, bro. And the Mormons, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The Utah Mormons.
The Commanders.
And Ronald said we're starting a Kickstarter campaign to buy Taco a machine that allows him to join the plane of existence completely. Please give generously.
Hold on, no, he's my guy. He's my connect in the astral plane. Like, hey, listen, hey, Taco, what's going on in the astral plane?
All donations go to
That's why we call him
a real boy.
Hey, listen, he's invisible, so he can read off his fucking. He got like a whole
That's
like.
why we call the circle because we do a.
He has a whole whiteboard, man.
I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost.
Taco the ghost has a whole whiteboard with all kind of info and chicken scratch on it.
Right.
You guys,
you
guys are fucking out of control. All right, here we go. We're getting back on the rails. It's coming back. It's coming back to the Bogue Father. Here we go. We got the last question here before we get to the showdown, and we have one more cut to go after this round. And as of now, we got the Fantasy Tyrant leading the pack with 13. We got the Bogue Father in second with 11, and we got Mr. Taco Vega right on Bogart's tail with 10. Here we go.
That's a crush to you.
And my Peacock, he said the no underwear team, the Commandos.
Yes.
All right. We're talking about the halftime show. Within the fantasy group, I mean, there was way more love for the fantasy show than hate. But I know there's a lot of people who may have said that it didn't live up to the hype. You know, whether you thought it was great, whether you thought it was bad. I want to know if you thought that it lived up to the hype, because this was the most hyped halftime show of all time. And we're starting off with the Bogue Father.
That's a crush to you.
Yeah. You got 30 seconds. It is on you. Ready, set, go.
It was awesome to see them in the Super Bowl show, but it was whack as far as the songs that we knew that they were going to have to do, right? Also was tight that Dr. Dre was playing the piano keys really dope. He also forked up $6 million of his own money to do that shit, so you know that he ain't tripping. It's kind of corny that Eminem put an emphasis on taking a knee when they said don't do that. Right, it's like almost like he wants to. Hey, I stand for black people. We know you do. You're from Detroit. You know what I mean? Hey, I got that right.
Detroit mic drop. That was good.
You got that one in right at the end. You got it in.
Okay, cool. Because I heard the buzz. I was like, oh, that's what happened. I was dropping the mic.
And we'll see if anyone else knows the reason why that happened. If I'll leave that meat on the bone for you guys just in case. But if not, I'll talk about that. Taco, it is on you. You got one more round. Let's step it up. Let's get it to the showdown. Here we go. 30 seconds. Did the halftime show live up to the hype? Ready, set, go.
Yes, the halftime show lived up to the hype because it was the best ever. 1, 2. I predicted the proper song for them to come out to because you know what I mean. I just figured all them things out. Me and Dre on that same musical link. 3, I love the way that they were able to get so many people talking about that halftime show in a way that, you know, they were wanting more. Everyone was
10
wanting
seconds.
more of that halftime show. So I think it was the best ever. I think it was amazing. NFL knew Eminem was going to do it, didn't have a problem. So you go and represent, baby. Be Rabbit style.
Yeah. All right.
I don't understand what his last ding was for.
Hey, Bogey, just for you.
It doesn't matter what my last thing was for.
Hey, crotch.
Let's get another one to that.
I'm just trolling at this point, man.
All right.
You know I'm fucking
Crotch, you better
trolling.
use your one eye to look because I'm going to be looking right at the camera. No reading on this one. Let's do it. I'll show you what I can do.
All right. The Tyrant.
Here we go.
You got 30 seconds.
He got some paragraph.
It is on you.
I have it. I'll show you. I don't need it. Let's go.
Elimination round. 30 seconds. Ready, set, go.
I was hyped for this, but no, it did not live up to the hype for me just because they just didn't have enough time to fit everything in. I mean, you know, on top of that, you got 50 Cent. They say he looked like $1. Nah, looked more like $3.50 to me. I'll be honest with you. Kendrick Lamar, what the fuck was that about? Was it like a commercial for UPS with all those brown boxes? Dre Day. There was no Dr. Dre in them shits. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about there. And the most talked about thing was Eminem kneeling for the, you know, Kaepernick thing. You know, that's great, but it shouldn't have been the most talked about thing. The performance should have been. They just needed more time. I love what was there, though, but, you know, not.
Mom Spaghetti.
Great restaurant I hear in Detroit.
They capitalized.
So here's what it was. So apparently, so M came out after that and said the knee was for Tupac, his fallen brother.
Oh.
Yo, this fucking shut up, Eminem.
Yeah.
Remember Eminem
You know
produced
what's
that
funny?
track.
Like, hold on. There's
Eminem produced that track.
It's a real thing that Eminem is so large, right? He's so large that he don't even realize that the taking a knee thing was so like 5 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
it's old at
think-
this point.
Yeah, like, and I think someone told him,
Why
like,
he-
yeah, no, we don't even be doing that no more. Like, everybody like does that now. Like, it's not even a big deal.
All right. I don't think it lived up to the hype either. The Kendrick Lamar shit. I didn't understand it. I mean, it wasn't even about the music. It was just about the whole presentation, whatever that was all about. I don't really know.
I love the song that he did though, because
Yeah.
that's like, because okay,
The song was dope.
that's
I mean,
the
it was
song
just-
where they got to like get in like, you know what I'm saying, like the real shit about black people type shit. Everything else was all the commercial joints. That was probably the one that was the one to pimp, and that was off the Pimp a Butterfly. You know what I mean? That's a motherfucking. You can't deny that shit. That was a fucking. He won a goddamn Pulitzer Award for that shit. God damn it! Shout out to my guy Kendrick Lamar, bruh.
They pretty
Yeah,
much
man.
played all the songs that we knew that they were gonna play,
Yeah.
except for 50 Cent and yeah, looking like Tree Fitty. Yeah, and it's all this power money, man. He's eating good now. I mean, he's just eating, he's bulking up.
Why
getting
the fuck did he do like in the club? Like, you know what's crazy? He should have did like Mini Man or something. Like, it sucks that they always got to do like the super hits.
It's LA. It's a party. That's a whole bunch of people.
But
on
see,
Molly.
here's the thing
That's a
though.
whole bunch
Fifth,
of people Molly drinking
Fifth
right there.
came up in LA. Fifth is basically from LA because what was the formula for Death Row? You have Dr. Dre,
Please,
you have
baby.
Snoop, you got everybody in the building. Nate Dogg,
Baby.
everybody in the building.
You ain't
And,
taking.
and
50
if,
from
hold
us.
on, hold on.
You ain't
If you're
taking
doing
50
an
from us.
album, hold on. If you're doing an album, everybody in the building's contributing to this album. When it was his time to drop, everybody
best point.
was in that joint. And they did it
That
just
was
like they
Interscope.
did all the albums,
It is
just
so-
like they did all the albums back in the days. They did the same formula.
How dope was it
That's
though?
a West Coast pro.
How
when you
about that
listen to
though?
Get
When
Rich or Die
Dr. Dre
Trying,
did
bro.
that, he was with Interscope, and he let M come out with Shady Aftermath, and then he let 50 come out with his own thing. So he got all his
because
their own
one
record
hand
label.
washes the other.
Yeah, like that was the greatest like trio.
If you guys-
when they all got together, they were fucking monumental.
If you guys haven't seen that documentary, the one with Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre,
Oh yeah, the HBO joint.
you gotta go watch that.
I want to see the new Kanye
I
shit.
remember I was fucked up trying to watch that shit. Man,
Defiant
I
one.
gotta revisit
So
that.
Jimmy Iovine, he's all about making producers and making them create their own label. When he was talking to
Tupac.
I mean, I'm not even talking about that. Just, I mean, you could go even farther down. Like, I mean, he was doing that with Dre and making everyone just get their own labels, the Shady Aftermath, because it's just, label upon label. Even with the Black Eyed Peas, he was like, all right, I'm going to give Gwen Stefani to you. You're going to sign her to your label. And they're like, we don't have a label. And he was like, well, you do now. And so Jimmy Iovine's just like putting everyone on, teaching them how to be their own bosses.
Hey, Jimmy Iovine is that he's that legit Jewish guy to know, bro. You feel me?
They said all the magic happened
game.
for beats in like 10 minutes, if that. Dr. Dre was telling him about how like everyone was trying to they had this deal for some sneaker endorsements, something like that. And Jimmy Iovine was like, nah, fuck sneakers, make speakers. And Dr. Dre was like, we could do that. And he was like, yeah, we could do that.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Over in the house. And then Dr. Dre was like, yeah, and we could call it Beats. And Jimmy Iovine was like, yeah, that's it. And then he like ran out of Dr. Dre's house. He was randomly walking down the beach and then just like past Dr. Dre's house while Dre was out like smoking.
And that shit is worth $1 billion.
No, you mean $3 billion. $3 billion Apple bought it
It's a
for.
crazy world out here.
$1 billion.
$3 billion. Three times what you're saying.
Triple.
Speaking of big purchases,
Not once, not twice, but thrice.
Death Row.
Snoop Dogg bought Death Row. And it was not from Suge.
Death Row for a bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
No, 600 mil. And it was Hasbro Toys who bought Death Row back in like, I don't even remember what it was, 2008 or 2009.
Snoop
Whoever's running Hasbro Toys probably is like a real G. He's like, you know what, I'm buying this shit until I get off in a while.
Exactly.
Hey, he was a dude in the hood that was like, man, what really brings kids with toys, bro. He killed
and
the game.
Snoop got it for 600 mil. So he got all their original shit back. He got Dre's all original shit back for
hold on, and then Dre obviously cashed out for all his original masters. That's what it is. The masters.
Probably. Yeah. I'm sure he would pay that over to Snoop for sure. I mean, why wouldn't?
Yeah, because it ain't nothing. Because he's worth hella billies.
I'll tell you the one thing though that I wish that they would have done during the Super Bowl halftime show is like maybe instead of Kendrick Lamar doing that song, he would have done his song that he did with Nipsey Hussle. Because you know what I mean, to give Nipsey a little bit of love with the Super Bowl in LA, and you know what I mean, they had that track. I think that would have been pretty cool too.
Yeah, a lot better than what he did.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. We got an elimination.
Oh yeah.
And the world might be shocked about this one.
Oh, I'm out of here. Damn
So
it.
we got the leader through the first 4 rounds and making it onto the showdown. Now we start fresh in the showdown with points. A show leading 18 points. The Fantasy Tyrant is moving on to the showdown.
Man down.
All right. And making it to the showdown. 15 points. Beating the other opponent by just 1 point. For his first time into the showdown, Mr. Taco Vega is moving on.
I like God damn it. I shouldn't have had him fact check on the week 2.
That was literally the point that made the difference. It would have went to overtime. But Boki and his week.
Listen, that's the crush to you, first of all, before I'm out of here. I am the 2-time champ, and I'll see y'all next week. Let's go. The crash.
Yeah. Peace out, crotch father. All right.
Well,
We are moving on, gentlemen, and there is 0-0. It is a tie. It is a heads up. We've had a triple threat match for the last couple weeks, and now it is down to a head-to-head match.
Fantasy Tyrant versus the Ghost with the most.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm a ghost.
And Ronald said, it's taco circle time. It's taco circle time. It's taco circle time. The ghost of dismissed past comes back. All right. We got two amazing questions here for the showdown. And it is starting off with Tyrant. Our snake draft continues. And hold on. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. That's what Noble came in here to steal. He came in here to steal my phone. And that was my stopwatch. I'm like, where the fuck is my phone? Let me see. I gotta have a stopwatch on my phone on the computer, right? Hold on. Nope, I don't. So I gotta go get my phone back. I'll be right back.
Oh man!
Earlier, Ronald, if you're still watching Ronald, you were talking about Kendrick Lamar, or excuse me, him 50 Cent or 350 hanging off the rafters. That same shit that you said, I actually had that in my little paragraph that I had to try to, But I was like, no, fuck you, Bogey. You're gonna challenge me. I'll go without it. I left that little bit of information out, but I did take it advice.
Shit, man. I feel like I'm Jay-Z out here. I freestyle everything. Off the top of the dome, baby, my ones and twos.
All right. So here we go. It is starting off, Mr. Tyrant. Where will Deshaun Watson end up this year? We got 45 seconds. I'm still going to give you the 10-second countdown at the end. 45 seconds. It is on you. Ready, set, go.
I think Watson should go to the Bucs. It's the most likely spot. People are talking about the Bucs and the Vikings. The Vikings have already got Kirk Cousins locked in there pretty well. So I think the Bucs are more likely place. Tom Brady's out, apparently. Even if he does come back, he's not going to be on the Bucs. He's going to go somewhere else. So Kyle Trask, he ain't the future. A lot of people are talking about him. He ain't the future. No, I'm sorry. As far as Watson goes, the allegations aren't sticking as far as we can see. And the further this goes out, the less chance it will stick, the more chance that he's going to be playing in 2022. So if he gets on the Bucs, a championship caliber team, they're not going to really miss a beat. They're Super Bowl contenders already. And that's all that Watson wants. And the Bucs have the third most cap space available. Dude, you muted.
Oh, there we go. Tyrant coming out strong. Out the gates. There we go. All right. Mr. Taco Vega, it is on you. Where will Deshaun Watson end up this year in 2022? 45 seconds. Ready, set, go.
First of all, he's going to end up on the field. He's going to play. He looks like Tyrant said, it's not going to stick. He's going to be able to get on the field. I think that you're looking at two teams, maybe the Saints. I could see them possibly making a play for him, especially with everything going down over there. They need something to sell to their fan base in order to keep them motivated. Another team that I really like, the Broncos. Looking at what they've had done, they literally have a situation now that they have a top pick. They have great weapons, and it's a situation that he was interested in playing in before. One last team that I'm thinking about, dark horse team, Carolina Panthers. There was some interest at the deadline for them to try to make a move for Watson. I think that they'd be in play, and I think that's a good location for him. Just get on the field, Watson. You're great.
Oh, you left a couple extra seconds. There. All right. We got one more question. Taco, it is going to you first in the snake draft. But before we do that, let me read out the scores real quick. We got Tyrant leading after the first round in the showdown, 5-4. So it is a neck and neck battle here, my friends. And it is coming down to the wire. This one, probably one of my favorite questions to talk about. So I hope you guys are bringing your A game. This is the most important question of them all. Marquise Brown might retire from the NFL to be a professional gamer. What video game would you love to watch him stream and why? AKA your favorite video game and why? Ready, set, go. 45 seconds.
Well, first of all, I think that's bullshit. He's not going to retire from that. It already came out. It looked like some shady shit. But if I were to see him play a game, I would love to see him play a new game that I'm playing, Shinobi Strikers. The servers suck on it, but it's a Naruto game. You get to customize the character. You're playing online. It's a cool way for people to battle. You can customize it so you get to play with different things. It'll be cool to see a player like that being able to show off some cool moves and be able to talk to fans and go over that stuff. So I think that would be a great game for him to play because we're a bunch of anime nerds and there's a lot more of them in the NFL now. So I think that'll resonate good with
10
players.
seconds.
And, I think it'll be a really good opportunity for him to really branch out and build his personal brand. And again, I think that'll be a great game for him to stream, Shinobi Strikers.
All right. And drop the mic right at the 45 seconds. So you got the extra point at the end. Tyrant, it is on you. If Marquise Brown was a professional gamer, what game would you love to watch him stream? 45 seconds, ready, set, go.
It's got to be something competitive. And he's already got the football thing. Why not play Madden? Or with all that money, he could buy himself a great Madden Ultimate Team. You know, you pay $60 for the game. Apparently, that's not good enough anymore. You got to spend hundreds to buy these great players so you can even compete in Ultimate Team. And this guy's got the money to do it. So he could be spending hundreds on guys, build up a good team, build up, his skills and shit. Madden's one of the hottest games to stream for gamers, streaming online. Is it a better Madden than Fortnite? Fortnite, that's for like weebs and tweens, right? What the fuck? His notoriety as a player, being able to bring in, other football players, other people that love football, it's too perfect for him. And maybe he could develop a souped-up version of himself and actually catch some balls once in a while.
All right. Let me tally up these points. Hold on a second.
I really hate what they did with Ultimate Team, though. I used to fucking play that shit religiously. Like it was so cool.
I thought you guys were gonna get extra creative because I was gonna bring it back to like when we were kids and shit or something, and pull out some Mario Kart 64 or some GoldenEye 007. Like it was, it was supposed to be your favorite game, not necessarily what we wanted.
We should do that for the circle sometime. Fuck answering questions. Let's just all play some Mario Kart.
That'd be pretty dope. Because if you were doing research on him, you did see that the championship that he won recently for gaming was a Fortnite championship. So that's something that I don't know if he's getting paid on that team or if that's one they just put together or whatever, but he could probably get more being a professional gamer than he could be getting as a wide. What is he? He's a wide receiver too. He's not going to get paid like a wide receiver one.
But think about it like this: use the NFL to build your brand up. You stay there for a while. You get notoriety. You build up an audience, and you easily transition out like a Pat McAfee. And let's face it: some of these anime games, their views are insane online. And if you have a fucking NFL player playing that shit, you know how many fucking nerds you're gonna bring in?
Yeah, and look, Austin Eckler, he's been getting like way heavy into that shit over the last like year or so.
I see Austin Eckler's wifey was on fucking Instagram and Vine doing them dancing shit for years. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? So listen, this internet shit's crazy. You never know what the fuck you get paid for.
Hell yeah. All right.
Reason we're not going to have NFL, it's just going to be people playing video games. We're watching that in the metaverse.
People have their meta controllers and we'll watch them fucking run around with that shit. That's how it'll be.
There you go. All right.
Player One style.
We already knew that we were going to have a new champion as soon as we made it to the showdown. So here we go. Bogart says, internet, give me money. All right. He's been nipping at the heels of this for the last couple weeks, and he finally prevailed. The Fantasy Tyrant takes it 11-10, and the Tyrant is holding the belt. And we already said we're going to do a 45-second like winner speech. So ready, set, go.
That's right, the Fantasy Tyrant, hashtag Fantasy Tyrant, the first win, the first championship. I wish I had a belt for that. I've got plenty of belts. I should have brought one. But anyway, here we go, guys. I'm going to use my first one, of course, to be greedy for myself. And I'm just going to say, go on to YouTube, the Fantasy Tyrant. On there, I've got my award show. I've got some more shit coming out soon. All right, I got Fantasy 101 coming out soon. I'm going to be doing, of course, a bunch here on the circle. Speaking of Madden, I'm going to be playing some Madden against other fantasy analysts. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Check me out on Twitter, Fantasy Tyrant, on all the Facebook pages. You know, give me some likes. I need subscriptions. I got to get up to 1,000. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. We'll see you soon. Hey, love you guys.
All right. Don said, woo.
Woo!
All right. Well, and how about we bring Bogey out here one more time before we do our circle and tell everybody where to find everybody at. And I just got a reminder real quick. We got fantasy news today, every Wednesday and Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. So we're going to be back with you tomorrow on that. And then we got our Friday night mock draft that's going to be going down at 7:20 Eastern, 4:20 Pacific. And if you want to mock, we got a few extra spots. This week, we're doing a very vanilla 1 QB dynasty league. We got kickers, we got team defense, everything that you may need for your brand new dynasty league in this.
Wow.
Hey, I want to say congratulations to the champ, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, check this out. I was so off. I was trying to I tried to study too. I was like, I'm about to have like 5 points each time, right? And like when you overthink it, right, it fucks you up, right? So I'm like, you going, man? All right. And I'm like, shout out to bruh. First of all, shout out to bruh, the Tyrant. Shout out to the Tyrant gang. You know what I mean? Well deserved, long awaited. You know what I mean? The war continues in Middle Earth, but let him know. Let your boy know, Gandalf, too, that the earth is my turf and Middle Earth. And universe, give me money.
Listen, when Tyrant won, I thought he was going to do the Stone Cold shit and just fucking slap some beers together and fucking really go ahead and go to town. That's what they were going to give 45 seconds.
I really should have.
Like, it would have pulled it up great.
They'll come out and just wait. I got some things.
I was trying to troll him when I knew the game wasn't going my way, right? I was like, I was trying to troll him, man, get him off his game.
You got me.
Listen, man, that's what I get to get you out.
I was like, yes, I got him off his game. I'm like,
I used all my Jedi mind tricks to do my best to get Bogey out. I was like, no, I want to take the final.
None of us are any mad.
I came right at you in the camera, bro. All right, you know.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen, Taco, I ain't afraid of no ghosts, man. You know what I'm saying? The Ghostbusters,
man. Really good.
I'm chasing the ghost because everything's off the top of the dome, baby. I don't research it. I let it flow.
For sure, man.
Listen. Anytime this is 2 times now that I try to find some facts that I want to drop. You know what I mean? And that shit just fucked me up. Bro, 2 times I won, I was just hammered. I was just hammered, because I had an early day.
All right, I'm gonna make sure that next time I come up with some random trivia questions for the middle to give people get an extra shot to get an extra point. You guys didn't get it this time, but I'm gonna make sure that next time I come up with some random Well,
with all this fucking draft shit coming up, I'm sure we'll have a lot of fucking random possible questions.
Yeah, and one thing that I want to do, because there's a website where we can mock draft with the actual NFL teams. I want to get it to where we have 3 or 4 people who are on and they're mock drafting, the team that they want or whatever. I got to figure out how to do it because as of now, I only see that one player can do the mock draft, but I think one player can have multiple teams.
Are we gonna do the crazy 1 league 32 teams? Are we doing that this year?
So I guess what sucks about that is where, because I don't think that could be done. I don't think so. I'll go check it right now.
Yeah, then never mind. Because if it's not sleeper, that's my new rule this year. If anybody leagues and wants me to rock with them or whatever, I'm always about it, especially charity.
No, okay, they do. They do offer it. Okay. They offer it all the way up to 32 teams.
Let's go.
So that would be
dude.
That's a league where it's literally
It's a redraft.
It's one QB, one running back, one wide receiver, like
Hella
one flex. Yeah, no, not
Hella
even hella. No, not hella flex. Like
Gotta be as many as possible.
no, anything's
We're
possible.
starting fullbacks.
Yeah, I would say maybe like 6 or 7 starters. But it's IDP that's going to make the difference in there too, because you got to have a couple IDP players like in there. That's what's really going to separate. Even if it's only.
Draft is gonna, should we hold on? Is this going to be annoying? Should we not do this?
I like it. You got my gears turning too much.
Listen, bro. Listen,
some intense shit.
And even if it's only like $50, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot. That's a lot of money for a buy-in right there. I'll tell you that.
I mean, no, it's not. It's a lot.
No, not a lot of money. I mean, like
a lot for like
collectively.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
50.
I would love to go 100, but like, yo, that's just too crazy.
Yeah,
you know why? Because like I'm gonna have like that's. I don't mind.
I'll tell you this. My God, if you had first pick, Christian McCaffrey goes down, just fucking kiss your season goodbye. Like you son of a bitch.
McCaffrey's not a first.
I got picks 165 and 66. Like go the fuck home. Like I'm not editing. I'm not looking at it. He's out. I'm done. Fuck.
He's not first overall, bro.
Okay, but last year.
That's the weakest. Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to attempt some Jedi mind trick.
Oh, no.
Like, listen, no one's buying.
But I'm saying, like last 2 years, you had number one picks fucking been out. Like you have the number one pick in this draft. You're like, great, my guy's been out for fucking the whole season.
For most people, though, for most chasers, I call them chasers, which they just kind of try to mimic what happened the year before, right? Most of those chasers took Dalvin Cook anyway, and then the other chasers were like, "Ha CMC." You know what I mean? Like,
just
I'm gonna put this.
Pick. How about that? Just keep me out of the top 5. I'll take a guy like Kelsey. I'll take a guy like Tyreek. I'll take a Diggs. I'll even fucking take Eckler. Just don't put me in the top 5 because at least I'll get a better.
I'll take Cooper Kupp. I'll take Devontae Adams if he's with Rodgers.
We're gonna do it with the hustler. We're gonna do it with the hustler settings for the scoring, and I already got it planned out. It's 1 QB, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 2 flexes. So no tight end spot. You're not forced to start a tight end, but 2 flex spots. So 5 starters on offense.
And no tight end premium. So
all right, fine. If we do it like that, then can we do it a slow draft and we can
no edges? Like you know what I mean? If you have a tight end, you have to flex them. No tight end premium.
It's gonna have
trading picks.
It's gonna have to be a slow draft, and yeah, why not trading picks if we do a slow draft?
Because if I got the first pick, I'd auction it off right away. I'm like, Loki, what do you want for the first pick? Anything.
We do this draft. Hey, listen, we do this draft right after the NFL draft is sold up.
I like that.
Okay.
Or like a couple of days so they can sign some of those.
We're gonna collect 32 savages. Look at that. I like how we just come up with shit. This is a great. I didn't know this was
a taxi spot.
What a taxi spot? What are you talking about?
And we're also
practice players that'll be called up, like the Latavius Marys and the fucking all those guys in Baltimore. I need one of those guys.
And we're also gonna have defense. I think 4 players on defense as opposed to 5 players on offense, and we'll do just 1 at each position: 1 linebacker, 1 DB, and 1 D lineman, and then 1 IDP flex.
No kicker.
This is gonna be
no kicker. Fuck kicker.
No kicker.
32 teams, man. Like everyone would have a kicker from each team.
In the flex.
What if there's a dickhead that takes 2 kickers, right? See,
like you know what? Maybe what if there is a way to get the kicker in as the flex?
Let's see. That'd be a little sweet. At like how.
No, they don't. So Sleeper doesn't offer that.
If they offer good, because then I would like start kickers in my flexes. Like I would do that.
If they see it, I know that might be something that catches on here after a little while, because I know a lot of people like the option of playing kicker, but a lot of people don't want to be forced to play a kicker either. But if they had like a super flex that included a kicker, you know, like I don't know what it would be called.
But killer this year, bro.
They're just like from the league, you know.
How many bench spots?
How many bench spots? I think it would only be, I mean, maybe like 4 or 5. No, maybe like 5.
IDPs probably go high. You know why? They're better than a lot of these fucking. Because
I tried that.
No.
You just tried it with the wrong guy, because Blake Martinez was usually that dude.
This is different here.
Yeah.
For only 4 starters on offense, 5
Five
starters on offense,
offense, 4 on
4
defense.
on IDPs, and the IDPs go crazy. Like, I swear to God, this is, you know what I mean? This is where the IDPs are, like, you know, you can start making some questions here.
Listen,
It's 32 teams.
I promise you this.
When you get to your second pick, 32 guys have already gone off the board.
How many times?
No, if you have the first, if you have the
Depending where
first
you're at.
pick, you have 60 something that go before
You
you.
know what I saw last season? I saw a bunch of guys picking up players on defense.
You
that came
have
out
to
of
get
nowhere,
your QB,
and
and
all
we're
of a
doing the
sudden they're doing
15-yard
good.
joints, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be the hustler scoring. Yeah, 15 yards per point and 6 points per touchdown, and it's gonna be crazy though, because like it's gonna be where there's gonna be points for it's gonna be like a half a point for like every rushing first down or like shit like that, and like whole bunch of crazy bonuses are gonna be in this shit to make it more off
Madden
wall.
shit.
What Madden shit?
Third round reversal.
You guys were just talking about the Madden game in general, and it made me think about it because, you know, Madden.
Oh, we're definitely doing a third round reversal in this one. That's for sure. Because the number 1 team, yeah, they're not going to be extra stacked with those 3
I
picks
do not want
in the top.
pick.
Let's see, what would it be? The 3 picks in the top 65 is what the number 1 pick would have, but it's not going to have it.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Hey, I love that we're doing this.
Gets hurt this season.
This is going to be one of the most insane leagues, and we're gonna have to get a bunch of people who want to create content to do this, because we got to create content around this league.
We know a lot of people.
We should probably start dropping like a form for fucking people to.
Don't worry, it's happening
to fill out.
Oh yeah,
we already got like
you have to go through the process.
We got everyone motherfuckers out the gate already. Like we got hella people.
Coach Caliendo, Vinny, yeah, he'll be on this shit too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Anybody you guys know who does content or anyone who will promote this, this is gonna be a dope ass league. 32 savages are entering this league. Oh man,
this is the 32 Savage League. Y'all heard of 21 Savage, the rapper? This 32 Savage right here,
and
that's gotta be it.
Yeah, how you like those new emojis, Dion? Now that you got signed up as a member, hell yeah, bro.
And for those that don't know, that's actual Deion Sanders right there.
Yep, prime time.
It is. Shout out to you, Prime, for watching.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go start setting all this shit up. I'm excited, man. I love a new league, like that's for sure. And this is like gonna be a brand new style of league that none of us have ever played before, ever. Yeah.
Hey,
Dion, 32 man league. I know you're a savage for all these leagues. We're putting together a 32 team league right now.
I'd love to see the intro video for that, where you put all the people up for that one.
Oh, we're gonna get one. We're gonna get one made.
Oh hell yeah, with your little team fucking flasher in the back. We can do some sick shit. Oh, this thing is fucking up his dryer.
Hey, listen, don't even trip, bro. I know a guy. I know the guy, bro. Shout out to my guy, Complicated Kai, bro. He's the guy we'll commission for the job. He's a great hit, man.
And you know what? You know what we'll do? We'll just bake that into the league fees. We'll have people pay an extra like $5 a piece, or something, or $7 or whatever. And
$10.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it'll be something like that, and then we'll get a dope ass fucking intro video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, I'm excited. This is gonna be a real fun part of 2020.
Did the math. That's his range, basically.
We're gonna call it extreme fantasy football.
It's gonna be fucking extra extreme.
The
32 savages enter, and one it will prevail. Oh, I love it.
Yes,
and we're gonna figure this out because
you heard it here first on the circle.
I call Dave on Team Highlander. Team Highlander.
Okay, will reach out to all 32. We're growing.
Oh, yeah. All right. We're out. We will see you tomorrow for all the shows. And as always, we will see you next Thursday on The Circle, 7:20 p.m. Eastern, 4:20 Pacific. We're out. See you later.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
We are the nation.